Hey team, it's George. Appreciate all the effort you're putting into class. I look forward to reading your assignments that are coming up. And let's take a look at the signature assignment. That is coming up in, let me make sure, I was just looking at it, apologize for that. In week 8, I believe that's when we have to turn that in. Yes, in week 8, we're turning in our signature assignment. Just want to make sure I didn't create any confusion by when I was saying that. So with our signature assignment, here are the directions. It's going to be a first-person narrative about the life of Rory. You can spell Rory however you like. That's part of the process of writing the first-person narrative. And this is a skeleton that I created for you to use, or almost a template. Look at the different life stages. So here, your title page, and your abstract. So why is it important for the reader? And then your 3 to 5 keywords, because remember, you're an emerging expert. So always think that people want to read your stuff. As an emerging expert, you have good stuff to share. So write the abstract in a way that people really want to hear what you have to say. And the keywords, that's 3 to 5 words that people can enter into a search and find your article, what you're writing about. And then we jump in. Never use the word introduction, even though this is the introduction to your paper. APA wants it to be the title of your paper. And then I just went in and gave a level 1 heading of life stages. You'll give a brief overview, then you'll go into the different stages. And within there, what I would put, I'm leaving this open, is you're going to address these 3 things in each of the stages. So I would actually put those as like a level 3 heading in there, and a level 3 heading would look something like this. So under prenatal, our level 3 heading. So we don't want those in our headings. We're going to move those over. We're going to make them bold. We're going to make them italic, and it's going to be in not in title case like the rest of them will be. Theoretical foundations, and then we'll just say normal milestones. Make that bold. We already know it's going to be associated with those various pieces of parts of life, and we're going to put it, I don't know why it moved it over there, but it did, so we'll just move it back. So now we know it's going to be under life stages, prenatal, and under prenatal, because we're using a heading 3, which we need to make that italics, it tells us that that's what it falls under. So you would put those under each one, and you'd write a small paragraph or whatever you want. That's an easy way to make sure that you have all the requirements for your paper right there. And then what else do you need? Include what Rory is experiencing developmentally in the following areas: physical, cognitive, social, emotional, psychological, and spiritual, because we cannot differentiate. If you take one of those away, you're taking away part of the person. So emotional, psychological, social, cognitive, spiritual, those are all parts and makeup of who we are. So what I would do for this life stage here, that is the information that I would put under the heading 2. So right here, I would write my several paragraphs and include this information. So this is just kind of telling me what I'm going through in those stages. And then in the paper itself, if I may, there we go. Then common special issues, theoretical foundations, normal milestones. You could put those right there. So the first part is like, that's that first person. This is what I'm going through. So what we're going through is never a set of just prescribed constructs that we're going through in life. There's all those other things that are part of it, all the pressures, all the spiritual, physical, emotional things that come with what's going on in our different life stages. So that's where you put all of that stuff. And then here is where you can put in, because this is a lot of the factual sort of things. So we're going to put that in there. And so underneath the heading 2, you write all of these, the physical, cognitive, social, emotional, psychological, spiritual stuff from that first person perspective. And you kind of let us know what it's going through. Now, obviously, that is rather difficult in the prenatal stage and then the infancy stage, but think of it almost like you're writing a movie script or something, and you're talking from the perspective of the prenatal child or the infant child. So just think about that. We've all seen the movies where they've had the babies and you hear their thoughts, things like that. So think of it kind of from that perspective. Have some fun with this because, and when I say fun, I know it's tough subjects to write about sometimes. What I mean fun is dive in and find meaning from this because there's so much more to when we find meaning than there is to just fun. So jump in, find some meaning, and if you have any questions, please give me a call. Have a fantastic week.